How you doing? This is Ed Gray. All right, we're gonna cut that off just for a minute. I'm vibing very, 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 very well today. Would like to send a shout out to all of those people who are listening in on Facebook Live today. Appreciate you for listening in today. Thank you again for listening. I just wanted to say a shout out to all of those people who are here. So if you are there, give me a call out. We want to go ahead and say as well. This is my historical analysis, if you will, of history, as we always like to do. We like to do on Saturdays. We like to go ahead and give you a roundabout idea of what has occurred in these United States of America, and to that point, things you may not know and things you think you know. So that being said, this is what this is all about. This is about the Montgomery bus boycott that occurred in 1955. Salute to Ms. Harrison for listening in for us. As well, tune in, if you will, on Ed Gray 1906. Shout out to the Alpha Brothers. It's our Alpha versary, the founding, happy Founders Day, if you will, for all of the members of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. December 1st, in 1955, is commemorated in all of America, if you will, as the beginning of the Montgomery bus boycott. And I want to talk to you about this bus boycott because there is a dominant narrative. A dominant narrative, as my professor, Dr. Dennis Simon, used to refer to, is it's the story that we are led to believe. And you know, that's that story we're led to believe that Rosa Parks got tired one day. She got off from work. She got tired and she decided to sit on the bus. And when she decided to sit on the bus, she sat in a section that was reserved for white people, and they told her to get up. And she was dressed real nicely and everything. She said, I'm tired. I'm tired, so I'm not going to go ahead and get up out of the bus and get off the bus. You can arrest me. But that is not exactly what happened, folks. That's not exactly what happened. And I know some people are going to say, you're just making up stuff. Well, I want to go ahead and look at this picture right here. There you go. All right. This is a picture of me, myself, Kelvin Beacham, an NFL football player who later became an NFL football player, Linwood Fields, and also Dante. Dante is also doing real well in the ministry, if you will. Well, we are there at the exact spot where Rosa Parks was arrested. We're right there. That is the bus stop that she was arrested at. And we had the opportunity to tour all of Montgomery and talk to the individuals that led that bus boycott. Now, that being said, the bus boycott wasn't what you thought it was. Well, people just decided to go to a church, and Martin Luther King gave an impassioned speech, and then all of a sudden, black folk decided we're not going to ride the bus, and that was it. And then shortly after that, what occurred was that they decided that they could sit anywhere on the bus. Well, that didn't happen, folks. It didn't happen. I know. And someone said, you're just making up stuff. I have a degree in American history from Southern Methodist University, and this is what I studied on, folks. Civil rights. Civil rights and human rights. And what actually happened was, it was a long time coming. See, the first time that they decided about doing a bus boycott was not 1955, but it was actually in 1949 when Joanne Robinson sat on that same bus line and was told to get up. Now, Joanne Robinson is somebody that you don't hear about in the history books, but you probably would know about it if you went to Alabama State University. Alabama University at that time, Alabama State University at that time. But what occurred was that she decided that she didn't want to give up her seat. So they threatened to beat her up, and she decided, well, wait a minute, let me get off the bus. And she got mad and she started talking to the people in Montgomery, and they decided that they were going to do a bus boycott in 1949. That's right, 1949, a full 6 years before the actual bus boycott began. So, justice sometimes runs a little slow. See, we're today caught up with this deal about justice is that we can push a button and all of a sudden we free. It's like, boom, like when you go and go and you go to the microwave and you hit the button, and then after you hit the button, you still pull your food out early anyway because it's taking too long. So what occurred then was that it took a little too long. So she decided, no, that's not what she was going to do. So Claudette Colvin decided in March 2nd, 1955, to get on the bus, and she got on the bus, did what she was supposed to do, got on the bus, sat in the black section, but a white person wanted to get on the bus, and the rules were that if they wanted your seat, they can get your seat. So then what she decided to do was she said, no, I'm not giving up my seat. So she didn't give up her seat, and what happened? She ended up getting busted. After she got busted, they decided that they was going to go ahead and do a bus boycott. And they said, okay, we're going to go ahead. We could fire it up. We're going to do a bus boycott. It's March 1955. That's it. We're going to do a bus boycott. But she was pregnant, and she was an unwed mother, teenage mother, and they decided this is not a good look for us. You know how people do it. They look for that perfect look, the perfect look. So, that's not going to work. So then after they decided that, Claudette, she had the baby, did it, all that. But meanwhile, they was looking around again. Like I said, justice runs a little slow. So they were looking around again for the perfect fit. So then the next month, see, this is long-term planning, folks. See, we always look at planning, and we look at planning and we see push that button, justice comes out. But this is long-term planning. So the next month, another individual gets on the bus. Aurelia Browder gets on the bus, and she gets on the bus. And when she gets on the bus, she's a seamstress. She owns several businesses. And lo and behold, that's the perfect person we need. Someone in the community that people know, someone in the community that has money, someone in the community that's not pregnant. So she gets on the bus. Well, she gets on the bus, and she is demanded to get off of the bus, but she gets scared. And she said, she gets scared, and they arrest her. Okay, by then, Montgomery is already known that they are going to have these outbreaks, if you will. So the whole year goes by, and on December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks gets on the bus. But this time the plan is set. We have enough money to do bail, if we will. This person is known in the community as the secretary of the NAACP. Not only was she a seamstress, not only was she a business owner, her husband owned some barbershops. As a matter of fact, these gentlemen and I, that's where we just got through coming from. We just got through coming from her barbershop. So what they decided to do was, we have the perfect person. So when it came across the whole community that they got Miss Parks down there, they got Miss Parks down there. It wasn't like they got Miss Parks down there and she was tired. They got Miss Parks down there because it was planned. No, that's what justice is really about. Justice is not about, let's just go down there and just boycott something. Let's just go down there and just lead a march. Let's just go down there and just make some demands that we know they're not going to fulfill. It's about planning, folks. It's about planning. This had occurred 6 years in planning. And then, I'm so excited about saying it, and then what had occurred was this bus boycott was so well thought out that Montgomery sued the people in the bus boycott by saying it was forcing the city's bus company to go out of business. That's right. Because not only did they have a bus boycott, they had set up, folks, they had set up a taxi cab service, buses, small buses that actually take people to the places they needed to go at. And they were also collecting money for the gas to put in those buses. And they had a large parking lot, which is in downtown Montgomery, where I was there as well. In downtown Montgomery, where they came and met at a central location, and then they dispersed throughout the city. Perfectly planned. And that's what we need to do. Realize that justice is about planning. And this planning occurred from December 1st, 1955 to January 1957. Yes, folks, that bus boycott lasted a whole entire year. No microwave protesting with this bus boycott. No microwave protesting. And that's what we need to do, folks. No microwave protesting. Be in it for the long haul. Over 400 years, we've been in it for the long haul. So it's time for all of us to get on the bus. Thank you. See you guys later. Take care.